Well, thanks guys. We're out at Summit Point Motorsports Park in Virginia to take a look at this, the 2020 Toyota Supra. One of the most anticipated cars of the last year. This is a car that Toyota didn't have to build, they wanted to build. And it took them 7 years, but the result is the quickest Toyota ever. That's me doing the Burnout in the new 2020 Toyota Supra. It can do 0 to 60 miles an hour in just 4.1 seconds, which makes it the quickest production Toyota vehicle ever. But the Supra is so much more. It's historically significant, technologically significant, and very culturally significant. The first generation of the Toyota Supra was produced in 1978. In 1982, second version, 145 horsepower. In 1986, the third generation went to a bigger 3-liter engine, and then in 1993 the fourth generation boasted 321 horsepower. Today is the fifth generation. It uses much of the history of the Supra in its creation, including design, but the core of the design comes from Toyota's FT1 concept. Lots of design cues from previous Supras made it into the design of the 2020. It's most significant in the bulbous hood and the bulges in the roofline. But up front here we have very significant LED headlights. They actually have 6 lenses in them, and at the bottom of the headlights is a thin daytime running light, which is also an LED. Once you get down into the grille, there's lots of big openings. This has a 6-cylinder engine in it that needs to be kept really cool, and when you're going really fast around the racetrack, this sucks in a lot of air. Toyota approached BMW when they wanted to develop a new Supra for some help. 7 years later, the new Supra arrives with a new BMW engine and architecture, but it's wrapped in a Toyota shell. The new Supra has 355 horsepower and a top speed of 155 miles an hour. No, I didn't even get close on the racetrack. I've driven both, the BMW Z4, which is the donor car, and the Toyota Supra, and I have to say, they handle very differently. The Z4 is much more sedate. The Supra, much more fun. On the inside of this car, Toyota spent a long time designing form-following function. Nicely bolstered and padded seats up front, 14-way for the driver with 4 different lumbar settings. A nice low, wide dash. For the driver's knees, there are knee pads on each side, so if you do some spirited driving around a racetrack, this vehicle will protect your knees from knocking against hard plastic. The steering wheel, a lot taken from BMW, as are a lot of the interior functions of the vehicle. Nicely designed, and one of the things Toyota wanted to show is the technical advancements of this vehicle and the fact that it was lightweight. So you'll see a splattering of carbon fiber to give you the impression that this car is solid and very well designed. The base model gets a 6.5-inch screen, the premium an 8.8. You can upgrade to a JBL 12-speaker 500-watt sound system if you buy the premium model. But let's be honest, we can look at this car in beauteous wonder all day. It's the driving that counts. So we've walked around this car and looked at the design. We've taken a look at the technology and what powers the brand new 2020 Supra. Now the proof of the pudding is actually putting this vehicle on the track and finding out if Toyota have designed a really cool race car. The acceleration, exhilaration and dynamics are very different than the Z4. The Supra is tight and powerful, but it has a lot to live up to. If you'd like to buy a brand new Toyota Supra, starting price just over $50,000, and Toyota will be happy to take your order right now. For our auto expert, I'm Nick Miles.